got our next franchise QB! Yeah!
You guys sure do. But is he really worth all that money? Especially this early?
He definitely is. We did the same thing with Aaron Rodgers. Look how well that worked out. We know what we're doing with our quarterbacks, and Jordan Love is just the next in line.
I guess that's fair. Hopefully he doesn't do the same thing. Like the exact same thing as Aaron Rodgers has done.
Anyways, get on with your questions.
Alright, I guess, how are you? How does it feel to be back?
Oh, sorry, Bears. You thought that Aaron Rodgers being gone mean that we ain't your older brother? We own you.
Well, Jordan Love has turned out to be a decent quarterback. He had a rocky start to the beginning of his season, but he kind of got back on track to what he was supposed to be. So it's looking good for him.
Oh, yeah. Besides the fact that he's taken up Aaron Rodgers' spot as owner of the Chicago Bears, he also followed in Rodgers' footsteps in beating the Cowboys in the playoffs, just like the good old days.
That was a great performance.
Like the Cowboys were a good team last year.
The Cowboys had the second seed in the NFC, and Dak Prescott was also a pretty good quarterback when you consider certain categories.
But how many playoff games did they win?
You got me there.
We are 6-0 in Jerry World. Let that sink in.
Regardless, it's still pretty impressive. I mean, you guys have a very young and talented roster, so it's only a matter of time before, they find their full potential.
Absolutely. We had Romeo Doubs and Jaden Reed. We had the youngest receiving core in the league. I mean, sure, we had our rocky bits, but they're young and they eventually got on a groove.
Yeah, I mean, to start off the year, losing to the Falcons, the Raiders, and the Broncos, that was not very good. But you did turn around and beat the Chiefs. You also beat the Lions as well. So there was some good things that happened.
It was ugly at some points. I will admit that.
Yeah, especially that 49ers game in the playoffs. That was a little disappointing.
Hey, we should have won that game. The 49ers...
Got bailed out. Yeah, I know.
Whatever. We'll be back next year, better than ever. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what that division's going to look like. You're going to be competing with the Lions for sure, so having the Packers and the Lions be really good will be very interesting to see, especially if the Vikings and the Bears could also, get a little bit better.
The Lions, we all know, we like to sneak out a little cheddar to the refs. We'll have that taken care of. But the rest of the division, Jordan Love will be able to handle just like Rodgers. It'll be fine.
All right. Please stop.
What?
If we're going to do the Jordan Love to Aaron Rodgers to Brett Favre comparison, then at this point you might as well say that Jordan Love is going to win one Super Bowl in 15 years in his Packers tenure.
No. That's definitely not going to be the case this time.
You guys lost to the 49ers just like Aaron Rodgers did. It's starting to kind of come back. Like the trend is returning,
We will make sure to break the trend then. Jordan Love will make it different. New era.
You better use Jordan Love correctly, or otherwise the entire league is going to be laughing at you for misusing a quarterback's prime, just like you did with Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre.
I'm going to go make sure that happens, and I'm going to go check with the coaching staff.